Hello guys, welcome back to Scar Guys. Today we are going to talk about Loot Storm High Competitive. But before I get into deck tech, I know I've been gone for about less than 2 weeks. I was dealing with strep throat, and now I am back and ready to make video for you guys. Sorry for my absence. Hopefully Barry is holding down the fort for the channel. But today I have something exciting that I've been meaning to get out earlier, but sickness, everyone gets sick, so let's get right into it. So Loot Storm, this was a idea when I first saw Loot, my boy, good old Loot, to key to everything. So it's a legendary beast noble, ward 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top X card of your library, where X is the number of card types other non-land permanents you control. You may play those cards this turn, and it's a 1/2 and it's 3 mana. So he is pretty cool. When I first saw him, like, man, he could make like a really janky storm deck, and I love making janky storm decks. So let's get right into it. So the price of deck, I just went full on out on the budget. I just went all in. I did build the deck in person, so the price of it right now is about $1,000 and 310 odd cents, you know. But definitely 1K deck. Just with the lands, the instants, the sorceries, all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's move on to our two planeswalkers here. I totally forgot that I switched these. Two planeswalkers. So we were playing Narset, Parter Veil, and then Oko, Thief of Crowns. Both are really good cards in a storm deck. You wanted to just stop your opponent from doing so with Oko, and then Narset, pretty mean card when you play Windfall like this list is. So that's why Narset is in here. And we are playing 20 creature. The 20 creatures consists of like some ramp pieces and then generic storm build. So Arbor Elf, Archmage, Brawl, Bird of Paradise, Burgie, Bloom Tender, Crankly Spell Slinger, which is one new card here. So it has flash, and when Crankly Spell Slinger enter a battlefield, if you cast it, the next instant sorcery spell you cast this turn has Storm, which is really disgusting, but it is 5 mana, but it is a very janky Storm list. So we got Dark Orluk, Grizzly Genius, which is one new card. So spells you cast from your graveyard or from exile cost 2 less, and then plotting card costs from hand cost 2 less. We only care about the top card. The top part is really dumb with loot, since all those cards that are getting exile are going to cost 2 less. And even from graveyard, well, since we're playing Passion Flames and other cards like that, and we're playing Dockside Distortionist. Here we got Dual Catcher Mage, Goblin Electromancer, Imperial Recruiter, Niv Mizzet, Orchid's Lumberjack, Ragavan, Snapcatcher Mage, Spellseeker, and Stormkilling Artisan. Really good cards for a storm deck here. And then our last bit is Delightful Halfling and our Brask. So that is all the creatures. We are playing quite a bit of ramp. Let me just go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 6 pieces of ramp for the creature, but not too bad. But yeah, let's move on to the 4 artifacts here. Pretty easy here. We're playing Mana Crypt, Mind Splice, Apparatus, Soul Ring, and the One Ring. All pretty good card. We definitely want some artifacts to trigger our loot ability. And yeah, it's pretty easy to trigger it 2, 3, and 4 since we are playing, or even 5 since we are playing Fireblocker. I totally forgot about that. So let's move on to the 20 instance. So we are playing a Braid, an offer you can't refuse, Brain Freeze, which is one of our storm pieces here, Brainstorm, Consider, Counterspell, Cyclonic Rift, Deflecting Swat, and Factor Fiction. All pretty good cards for a storm list here. And we are playing Desperate Ritual, Fierce Garnstiff, Frenetic Search, Mana Drain, Manamorphose, Mystical Tutor, Narset's Reversal, Nexus of Fate, and Snap. All pretty good cards for the storm list here. And last but not least, Swan Song and Turnabout. So a lot of counters, a lot of draw, a lot of cycling there, and some removal there, which I do love to have in the storm list. Turnabout, you could probably take that out. You don't have High Tide in here. I just put in here because it's nostalgic. I love building Storm in Cube, and I always take this card with High Tide, and you go nutty. So we have 13 sorceries. We're playing Empty Warren, which is another storm piece. Expressive Iteration, Gataxian Probe, Grape Shot, another Storm piece, Jessica's Will, and our final Storm piece, which is Maya's Desire, which is a really good card. Mixing Mastery, Pass in Flames, and Pick Your Poison, which is an excellent, good card. Let me tell you, it's an excellent, good card. Just really interactive. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact, enchantment, or a flying creature. You can shoot one of them, and I think it's a really good card for 1 mana. But yeah, we got Passive Flames and Museum Mastery to just go crazy in our graveyard whenever we need to. But you can always replace Museum Mastery with a Underworld Breach, which I think is a really mess up card. Better than both of those two. But yeah, all good cards there. And then we have Ponder, Praetordane, Twin Flame, and Windfall. We do play some combos in here. Windfall with Narset, and then Twin Flame with Dual Caster. So you just win the game right then and there. But yeah, there's nothing else to it. Let's move on to the 7 enchantments, ladies and gentlemen. So we are playing Exploration, Fiery Inscription, Mystic Remora, Ristic Study, Song of Creation. So when I was building this deck, I'm like, man, Song of Creation seems nutty in here. And it is. When you play this card, you basically win the game. There's just no way in stopping this card. If you have all the mana, if you're casting free spells, you're just, you won. Like, this card is ridiculously strong. I wish it was playable in Modern or Pioneer, but it is unfortunately not, just because it is 4 mana, and it is really hard to go off on that turn, but normally you play when you can go off. And then we are playing Summon Library and Utopia Sprawl just to trigger the enchantment portion, which is 5 that we'll need. So, which is Planeswalkers, creatures, artifacts, artifacts, enchantments. I feel like I'm forgetting one more, or is that 4? I feel like I'm forgetting one more, guys. No, it's never 5. It was 4. Yeah. So it was the Planeswalkers, creatures, artifacts, and enchantments. Those are the only 4 that triggers with tool. Or loot, not tool. Alright, so let's get on with the 33 lands. Something really expensive here. So say do Breeding Pool, City of Brass, Command Tower, Fiery Islet, Gemstone Cavern, Hitland Harbor, Katerra Triumph, Misty Rainforest, Otawara, Prismatic Vista, Reflecting Pool, Rejuvenating Springs, Rootback Crag, Scalding Tarn, Sylvan Reef, Spire Gardens, Steam Vents. And then we were playing Stomping Ground, Sulphur Falls, Thundering Falls, Training Center, Waterlog Grove, Wooded Foothills, and Yavimaya Coast. And I do realize that I am missing the basics, so give me 1 second, guys, and I'll get that right now. It wasn't too much, so we are playing 2 forests, 4 islands, and 2 mountains to make up the rest. So we were playing 8 basic lands to make up the rest. But yeah, sorry I didn't put that in here. But yeah, I had really fun making this list when it first got spoiled. I just love everything about it. I did have a version 1, but I cut some of the cards out of version 1. This is probably version 2 at this point. Like, you got like good interaction. You definitely just have, you could definitely add more fast mana if you want. I just put in just Soul Ring and Mana Crypt. I think that's fine since you're playing green. Like, you're just ramping with like some of these pieces, you know, like Arbor Elf, Bloom Tender. You're making like 3 mana off of that. Birds. Yeah, Burgundy and like Herb Brats who produce more mana. And as well as Stormkill and Artisan, which is a really good card for this list. And then you got like tutors and stuff with Paracoder, Spellseeker. Let's see. Mystical Tutor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mystical Tutor. I don't think there was another one. I think it was just those 3, yeah. Those are your only tutors there, which is fine for pieces that you'll need with this deck. And then you got your cost reductions. You know, you got Baral, you got Doc, and then you got Goblin Electromancer, like all that fun stuff. And then also just Mind Splice, which is really good. But yeah, I think that is it today, guys. I think I already talked about what the deck trying to do. You're just using the loot ability and just gamble whatever top you exile and just cast it right then and there. Go off when you want. Go off right then and there, or don't. I had really fun playing this list. Sadly, I did not record it because I'm going to take it apart and build a TDH deck off of it, which is going to be a red-blue deck. Hopefully, I get that video out soon before Mono Horizon 3 drops. But we will be talking about Mono Horizon 3 cards here in the next week whenever we see more spoilers. I am stoked for the Simic guy. That guy seems kind of cool. 3 mana, just choose any type, which is really insane, guys. I don't know what's your thoughts on the Mono Horizon 3 spoilers, but definitely let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe on today's video. Really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. I am out of here. Scry Guys out.